So yeah, it's been a little while. And I do remember last time saying I was going to get on with doing something and cleaning up this joint, which I did. The place was spotless there for about a month when I wasn't living here, and someone was house sitting for me. But anyway, we're back, and it's a little bit like, yeah, we're just pulling stuff apart now. Like, it looks like I'm a little bit of a back of an electronics shop or something here, but something is actually being accomplished. A few new toys and gizmos, and research has been done, and memories have been had, and I remembered already that I forgot. That's what happened today. I remembered today that I remembered already forgetting that I remembered that I forgot. See this little thing here? I remember inventing that. And then I remember deliberately forgetting that I invented it. I'm still remembering. We're underway, so everyone seems to say what I've been working on and dreaming about, it turns out, well, what I remember for pretty much all my life, it seems so's thousands of other people around the planet, and none of us have ever met. But now, with the internet and a little bit of the world being able to communicate, we have discovered that we have all got one thing in common. Something that all of us seem to have never been able to name, but we know is a frequency, it's a resonance, it's a love, it's an energy, it's a 0 point, it's a call it what you want, call it the Zen, call it Christianity in its purest form. Call it Buddhism in its purest form. I don't think it has a name. And if you did want to call it, maybe you'd just call it God's love. Well, if you want to give it a definition, well, who knows? It's a power that's virgin. It is the Virgin Mother that allows herself to be loved or hated, and it will respond in either way. It'll allow you to do whatever you want to it, and it will respond, maybe not how you want it to respond, but a response will come. And if you don't get a response, it's generally because, well, you don't deserve it yet. Now you probably wonder what the fuck, he's gone nuts, hasn't he? So someone might recognise what's going on here. It was the first. I started playing around with that. Then after I started playing around with it, I found a video on the internet of someone playing around with it. And I went, it's amazing. I love it. It was timing. I think it's less than coincidence now. Like, I can literally think a new idea that I've never thought before, haven't mentioned it to anybody, haven't written it down, haven't spoken to my dog about it. And within 15 minutes or 10 minutes now, it's the next thing in my search menu. There's a suggestion that I should be looking up to read or watch. And it's like, well, Google's really good. Like, maybe, perhaps. The world is that bloody good, and life is that fun and magic. Or, I remember they vaccinated me bloody throughout my entire life. I was a guinea pig, perhaps, and they're already reading my mind and controlling me. Who bloody knows? I don't care. I know that all's good, and we're getting this nutted out. See what I'm doing here? So this is what I was talking about the other day. I'm doing the same. So this is like yesterday. I pulled out an electric blender, right? And I started, I might see if this RF, I'll get RF out of this electric blender. And it was just the week before, I'm watching Robert Murray, and he's talking about gearing and all that. And so I mentioned to him about we try to gear up on the fishing reels. So I pulled out one of my old fishing reels here, which I've got nearly hundreds of them. And pretty much the exact same, yesterday Robert Murray Smith put up, like literally I pulled this out yesterday, and then in the afternoon I go online and Robert's got a video that's being suggested to me. Hey, let's try making one out of a bloody bar mix, hand mixer motor. Near identical. So I'm about to mount this on a fishing rod, get them all lined up. So it's an easy way to mount it, I guess. And then, yeah, do some playing around with that. I was thinking, like, if we could get a speed controller made for this. If you were to use this as the motor, I'd like to be able to see if we could get, you don't necessarily, you could spin that with a 6 volt or a 9 volt DC and use this as the generator and step up and step up. Just to, I don't know, we're playing around and everyone's playing, but it all started for me when I started getting addicted to drones. I wanted to buy myself a drone to do some work, and I was pricing up drones, do some new photography, and maybe take some people out fishing and take them drone fishing this summer. And then I started stumbling across, and I knew years ago when I had my last drone that, one day I'm going to make one. It'd be great, it'd be easily able to make one. Just pull the controls out of this drone and slip it into that one, and yeah. Anyway, so people are doing that now, and like usual, I think of something and never do it, but someone gets around to doing it, so thank God for that. And they're doing it. Now I'm thinking, man, this is like, it's not good enough for me though. I really want to be able to get to, I want to be able to go a lot further than that when I want to, and I wouldn't mind it being able to go underwater as a submarine as well. And it couldn't be good if it was a 4-wheeler. Yeah, and if it was a vertical takeoff drone, and if it could do long distance flight. And I'm starting to think, this technology is like, if this technology was to be existed and did come about, well, the military are going to make sure they get it first because it would have no heat signature, blah, 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 blah. And if I did create it, quite frankly, I don't think any irresponsible member of the public deserves to have such luxuries in life. And I'm pretty sure that the technology does exist, has existed for a long time, and is deliberately kept out of our reach because we're bloody children and don't deserve it yet. Yeah, I remember fucking making this a lifetime ago. A couple of lifetimes ago, I think I might have had the thing. I sketched it and never got around to making it. Finished it last life, forgot about it, and now here it is. I find it in the back of a fucking VCR. It's the rewind spool. When you press rewind on your old video cassette tape, that's not a flywheel. It's a pancake motor, mate. Look at that. Anyway, Richo, all's good. All is good. Has anyone ever seen what happens when you hook up the RF frequency direct to a microwave transformer? Like, we know that the current coming out, how does that RF frequency act going through a microwave transformer? I don't know if I want to try, but I'm sure there's a controlled environment where it could be done. Industrial oven, maybe. Inside an industrial microwave could be a safe spot to do it. Yeah, there you go. Thinking ahead. All right. Love you all. Don't forget to be loyal. Remember who you are. And no fear.